Adjuster with your smart claim tip of the day, the week, the month, however often you see it. Going to talk to you a little bit about some depressing news. Homeowner rates are going up, and I mean way up. So I was trying to figure it out the other day, exactly why they're going up and how high they're going up, and it was really confusing. There's so many things out there, but overall, the cost of claims are up, the cost of construction is up, the cost of running the adjusting process for the insurance company, and their profits are down. So the inflation, the cost of construction, the cost of claims, the value of claims are all going up, and let's just say at about the 30% clip. So if everything is going up by 30%, ultimately that's probably going to affect your rates by about the same, and that's about where mine landed. I was Googling a bunch of information on what costs went up, what percentage, and what insurance companies were raising their rates. And almost all of the internet information seemed to be about half of what my actual rate increase was. So then I was like, well, what do we do here? Because it was a significant increase in cost. But if you take a look at the general costs, some of the rebuild costs on a job are up as high as 50%. When you're dealing with that, you better have the proper coverage. And I'm going to give you a little bit of warning is don't fall for the tricks that are offered to reduce your coverages. It's a great opportunity for the carrier to give you a policy that may actually never pay out. So some of the big hurdles that you're going to deal with are the premium is significant. And the only way to really reduce it back to where it was is to reduce all the coverages that actually matter. Well, that makes no sense. You almost don't need a policy if it never pays for anything other than to check the box. But it's not going to help you in the time of a loss. So let's just assume that rates are going to go up 30%. I've seen 15, 18. Mine was about 30%. But if claim values are going up about the same, it sort of makes sense. So I don't really want to beat up on the insurance company for a huge rate increase when their payouts are going up the same percentage that they're raising the rates. So ultimately the rates have to go up. There's nothing we can do that, but don't fall into the tricks. So my agent and broker contacted me immediately and said, do you want to raise your deductible to $10,000? I was like, well, that seems pretty high considering the average claim in America is between $7,000 and $12,000. Well, if that's the case, basically my policy would never pay for an average claim. If you get rid of all your bells and whistles, your guaranteed replacement cost, your inflation guard, your replacement cost coverages, your sump pump endorsement, that'll bring your premium down another $800. But then if I have any one of those losses, I have no coverage. So ultimately, I believe the right answer here is maybe tweak your deductible a little bit, right? Meaning go from $1,000 to $2,500 if that makes a big difference. But it didn't in my case. It was about $70. Well, in order to get, I would have to go 20 years before I would make up that difference. 20 years at $70 before I got the $1,400 or $1,500 difference in the deductible. So seriously, that didn't make a lot of sense to me. I'll assume I'm average and I'll have a claim in the next 20 years, and that's a better decision. So you're going to have to buckle down and pay this premium. I know it's not a good thing. Some of the things that can help are combining your auto and your home, combining auto, home, and life, getting into a prepayment method, not having a monthly installment bill. All these things add up a little bit, but they're not going to take a really big chunk out of that, call it 30% increase that I just dealt with. Sorry about the bad news, but the good news is stay insured with a good company. Make sure you have proper coverages to cover everything you need. Make sure that deductible is something you can manage and maintain because when that does happen, it is reality. Hopefully you enjoyed your tip of the day. Bill the Adjuster, and if you'd like me to do a specific tip for you, you can email me at smartclaim@metropa.com. I'd be glad to write up a specific tip just for you. Thanks very much, everybody, and have a great one.